Hey guys, today we are going to be creating this beautiful program. This is a beginner's guide. Oh wait, this is a beginner's guide. So if you don't already know all these concepts, then you stay here. But if you know what to do, get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Shoo! You're learning nothing. This is about learning. You're not learning anything. What's the point of this if you're not learning anything? Anyway, so now that we got all those people out of the way, I think if anyone else is still here, I guess that works too. But now that we got all of them out of the way, make sure you already have Pycharm downloaded. If you need to have Pycharm downloaded, that is what we're going to be using here. This is a Pycharm tutorial. If you didn't already see the title, I'm assuming that is what this is. If you don't know how to get Pycharm, just look it up. I guess just say install Pycharm Community Edition. Bam! Just something like this, something on JetBrain, and then blam! You have Pycharm. Just look at all. Just look around. Click this, and so this is Pycharm Professional. You don't want Pycharm Professional. You want Pycharm Community Edition. Unless you want to spend money. You can spend money on this if you want. But, I don't think I would for, starting. I think you can always spend money on the professional edition later. I think what professional is it's just, some extra stuff to, So, if you want some extra programs and stuff to help you out, then that is what Professional Edition is for. If you just want to learn some Pycharm, do some really cool things, then use Community Edition. It's free. Completely free. In fact, I am using Community Edition in this video. I am using it right now. Because I do not want to spend money on this, I guess. You saw nothing. You did not see any videos just now. So, once you get Pycharm installed, once you set all that up, you can just click on it from here, and once you're in, you just hit something. You just hit New Project. So you got all your work done. You got all of that really difficult work done with downloading Pycharm. I know that is so hard. I mean, it definitely did not take me 50 minutes to do the first time around. It would never. I am very, very good at downloading things. I would never have to scan through a bunch of stuff and fail over and over again and not understand what setup means. But assuming you're not me, you just go in here, and this is where you can pick your name, right in front of this little backslash. And you just do something very professional. We're doing something so professional, so serious. This is a serious video. If you don't think this is serious, I'm going to prove it. Something very serious like that. And if you want spaces, it's going to bug out if you try to do a space. So just do do a little blah blah blam. You got this now. do an underscore thing. And then, I just hit both of these, personally. And then create. And I'd like to do this window just to save myself from having 18 windows open of Pycharm. Although sometimes when I like to look back at old projects, I do new window. So, for now though, we're just going to be doing this window because I'm assuming y'all don't have any Pycharm projects. So now we just have to wait. That was nothing. We have to wait a few hours, it seems like, just for a virtual environment to be made. And while we do that, I'm just gonna say something real quick. It would be cool if you subscribed. There, I said it. Subscribing is cool. You don't have to, but like if you want, then that'd be pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, as it turns out, after that very long asking you to subscribe it, we are now nearly done. I think. I'm not really sure. So how is your day coming along? How's it going? Give it a little while. We are getting there. This is going very well. And it's loaded! Wow. So now that it's loaded, you get all this beautiful code. Delete. Just hit the backspace. Hit it. Hit it right now. Hit the backspace. Once you're done with that, we can make our very, very, really cool first program. Print thingy. And then we hit quotes and say whatever you want in these quotes. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Literally. And then hit the play button. And oh my gosh, we created our first program. Wow! You're all coding experts. You are all so good. Coding experts. We are so smart. It's so crazy. Like, good job, guys. You're we're done with the video. This is all there is to coding. There's more. Okay, so now that we're that, you're probably wondering, but I want to make a video game. I don't want dialogue on the screen. That's like having an NPC that doesn't exist. That's just saying like hello, hello, hello over and over again, and you can't interact with it at all. You can't skip it. It's just stuck going over and over. We don't want that. We want so we're doing something really cool. We're going to make a variable. I'm just gonna call it variable. Make things simple. And then once you make your variable, this is like what you learned in math class, like x equals 2. This is that variable. Very similar. In fact, you can even make it numbers. But that's for another day. And we're going to do quotes and wait. Okay, input. And then do this, quotes. And then this is your question. It's going to ask you a question. This is it. So I'm just going to say, what is your favorite video game? So, and then after that, it's going to go in. I'm going to say Hollow Knight. I like Hollow Knight, alright? And then it's done. You get to interact. It's so very cool. But interaction, you're not really interacting. You're just typing whatever. It's like those games where like there's 8 dialogue options, but they all do the same thing. We don't want that. So I'm gonna say if you say Hollow Knight. So if variable equals Hollow Knight. Okay. I'm going to explain to you what we just did. So this is an if statement. If statements are when you say if. Believe it or not. If I eat a cheeseburger, I won't be hungry anymore. If I don't eat a cheeseburger, I'm still hungry. It's just like that. Use these in real life. It's just saying if. In this case, I'm saying if you type Hollow Knight, then I'm going to say, yeah, me too. Now, it doesn't have to be Hollow Knight. You can make this anything you want. If you have some other favorite game, you can type that instead. That works as well. But once you type whatever that is, what if it's not your favorite game? Then I'm gonna say, then we're gonna get angry if it's not your favorite game. But I said this is an else statement. If it's anything else, then we're gonna have a different response. We're gonna say, is it not Hollow Knight? Oh, by the way, this is space dependent and capitalized dependent. So, just do it exactly the way you want. Like, I like to do a space, so I'm just going to put space. That's just a little thing. So when you're making this, just do it how you're going to actually type it. Otherwise, it's going to get all wacky. Yeah, I said, why is it not Hollow Knight? So we're going to test this by hitting this play button here. What's your favorite video game? And I'm going to say, Minecraft. It's not Minecraft, but I want to say that. Why is it not Hollow Knight? So, wait. You see nothing. Okay, so we're going to do this again. So I'm going to say, Hollow Knight! It's Hollow Knight, guys. But it didn't work. Why did it? But as you can see, there's a space here. But is there a space here? No, I did not put a space. I was too lazy to make a space. So there are no spaces. This is all uncool. Get out of here. But if we do a space just the way the computer wants, because the computer, you can't just recognize it. It can only recognize this specific response. So you have to do it all the requirements. Space, capitalize, and then boom. And then we hit enter. Yeah, me too. But I am kind of the computer supposed to replicate me. We're not going to ask how this is a really cool coding project that I will never come back to or use whatsoever, main.py. We're not going to ask how the lore is behind that. We're not going to ask about the lore. It's pretty crazy lore, but we're not going to talk about that. But and then if you want to be, what if you yell it? Like, what if you do all caps? Well, we can respond to that too, like caps lock. I just turn on caps lock. Hollow Knight. Like this is hard to look at. Like what? Oh. By the way, you do need 2 equal signs, otherwise it's wacky. Then I'm gonna say, me too. But you don't need to yell it. Like, why are you doing it all caps? That's so weird. So I'm gonna say, Hollow Knight. Me too, but you don't need to yell it. So now we have 3 different responses that are all completely different from each other. However, what if there's a way to somehow get both of these to be the exact same? That would be weird, right? So that's why you can do an elif statement. An elif statement is basically saying, if this thing is true, then we're just going to skip this. This is not important. That's basically what it is. It basically turns it into an else if. It has to be something else, but only something specific that's else. That's hence the name else if, abbreviated or changed to elif. And, well, this is the program. Good job. You have made your very first Pycharm program. So we learned how, if statements, else statements, and elif statements worked. And then we created an input for the player. Very cool. You can I would highly suggest trying to play with this a little bit, like customize the text, rename variables. Like, you can rename the variables. You can even, if you want to get really complex, I challenge you to even make multiple variables. Like, what if you can make a second variable? Like what is your second favorite video game? And and then make reactions to that. It doesn't have to be video games. I just suggest you work with all of this, play with it, and learn some more about it. Anyway, I highly appreciate anyone who watched this. Just wanted to try to help out with those first coding projects out there, as this is a very special moment for people who are into that. Or maybe you're not even a first-time coder. Maybe you're just a person who wants to learn Pycharm, and this is gonna work too. But I highly appreciate you watching it, and thanks. Bye-bye.